Okay, so we are starting with chapter number 9, which is animal husbandry and plant breeding. First of all, let us see the introduction, that what sort of things we are going to cover in this chapter. As we know that the basic requirement, if we talk about the basic requirement of human beings, then the basic requirement is food, shelter, and continuity of race, that is basically reproduction. So these three are the most basic requirements of the human beings, and for this requirement they have been struggling, or they have been working to get those requirements from the time that they have evolved. Initially, from the very beginning, for that purpose, animals as well as plants are used as food. Since that man has evolved for the purpose of food, they are using either animals or they are using even the plants. Initially, if we talk about initial activity, then it was limited to hunting of the animal or collection of the food in the form of wild plants or collecting fruits, sort of activity. So initially it was like this, that for the food, people used to go for hunt the animals, to collect the food directly from the plants, which can be the wild plants itself, or it can be the fruits which are growing on them. So in that way they were compensating their basic requirement of food. Then thousands of years ago, there was a method called agriculture started, and along with that, animal husbandry was also started. So basically these two methods are there for providing food or fulfilling the food requirement of the organism. For that, from thousands of years ago, we have started undergoing the method of agriculture as well as animal husbandry. Time to time there has been various upgradation as well as changes in this method. Basically the upgradation has been done in agriculture as well as animal husbandry, just to get more amount of food material, because with the time the population is increasing, and so it is necessary that food should also increase, the amount of food should also increase. So for that, time to time upgradation has been made, so more amount and better quality of the food can be available to the population, growing population. If we talk about various types of upgradation in animal husbandry, then you will find the upgradations like dairy farming, poultry, apiculture, fisheries, and if we talk about plant breeding. As animal has been breeded, same way plant is also breeded, and in case of plant breeding you will find various methods of breeding as well as tissue culture. So this is what different type of upgradations have been made. So finally, by all this upgradation or by all these different methods of agriculture, animal husbandry and plant breeding, high quality and disease-free variety. High quality and disease-free variety of food is basically available to the growing population. So this is what the main motive is, that all the growing population should get their basic requirement in high quality as well as in proper amount. So for that, in this chapter we are mainly going to cover two main topics. One is regarding the animal husbandry and other is regarding the plant breeding. As we have already enlisted earlier, that in animal breeding we are going to cover dairy farming, we are going to cover poultry, fisheries, apiculture and the stuff like that. In case of animal, we'll be seeing the method of animal breedings too, and which is inbreeding, outbreeding and interspecific hybridization. And in case of plant breeding, we are going to cover various breeding techniques and finally the tissue culture. So let us see all these techniques in detail.